Now, as I record, we're going to keep on recording, and now I am live on Instagram. Oh, I look good on Instagram. Hey, I look good on Instagram. But yeah, what I was saying was you can definitely friend request me on Facebook. I accept Facebook friend requests from people I don't know. I love having people I don't know on my Facebook page. I love it. But I did go in couple weeks ago and I did a clean sweep like on Facebook, like, hey, good morning, anyone who had sorry about your timing, but anyone who had a penis on Facebook got deleted. Like, I just went through my friends list and I was like, nope, you're out. Like, unless it was like a father figure, a brother, or a gay man. Those were the only three types, or a good guy. Like, I have like just very few men on my Facebook now. I went in and cleaned house. Amir, I'm so sorry that you came in to hear that. The first person in my Instagram was a guy, and that's what I was saying. I am not afraid to chase people away today. Good morning, how are you? I might have to close the curtain let's move away from the window a little bit. It is so bright today. We have snow, we have cold air, and we are lucky for it. So good morning. We are live on Instagram. I am also recording the podcast for Ho. So thanks for another great week at Herb Oracle. I don't know about you, but I had a really good time despite all the craziness in my life. So if you listened in and then you already know what was going on in my world. So anyways, welcome everybody. We're going to pull some flowers today. We're going to get some messages. We might just do a group message to keep it kind of light. It was a big week for me. It really was. How was your week? Are you feeling the moon? Are you feeling the moon? So yeah, what else needs to be said? Thank you for all the support. I really felt it this week. Thank you to Rose. And yeah, thank you to those affirmations. So anyways, thanks again for hanging out. I don't know how to share. I don't know if I can share this podcast, no, you can only send it to people on, I wonder if it's too early to send it to Osceola the Oracle. How early is too early to visit people and call people and hang out? Like, my opinion about that is changing because I have an early bird friend now, and I don't think anything's too early now. So anyways, I hope you're doing well. And I'm excited to check in on Fridays and ramble on and on. So I am still recording a podcast. And that means I better pull a card and have something of substance to talk about. If you ever are watching this replay, if you're watching the replay in the future or listening to the podcast in the future, it's always the future for the podcast, and you have a question or want to make a request that I do on Fridays, like a question that you want me to answer in the live stream or a question that you want me to ask the cards, message me. And then, because I know it is early, although not today, it's almost 9 o'clock. I really drug my feet, didn't I, a little bit? But I had a really nice leisurely morning. I just stayed in bed as long as I wanted to, took the dogs out. Oh, I took a shower. That's why my hair is crazy. And juiced some oranges. And now I'm drinking some tea. So this is Walmart's knockoff of traditional medicinals. Did anybody notice that Walmart now will not let traditional medicinals do their own thing? They are great valuing the hell out of their tea blends, and they're actually really good. So yeah, I'm insulting them, but at the same time complimenting them. This is their throat. Well, what is it? It's not throat soother, because oh no, it is throat soother, because traditional medicinals is throat coat, and they can't copy 100%, so they have to make the name like a little different. So this is throat soother, and yeah, that seems like one of those words I would have had back in speech therapy. So throat soother. Cheers. All right, so I think what we should do is pull a couple cards from a sweet little deck, and I'm feeling kind of drawn to the Oracle of the Essences. And I think that's just because my heart really has been with Australia so much, with their fires. And this deck is from Australia. The enchantress.com.au is her website. And yeah, I mean, it's just so sad what's going on in Australia. And it's angering too, because I feel like governments and things, they actually do have access to resources that they could dump thousands upon thousands of gallons of water anywhere they effing wanted, and they just didn't. They just are not, you know. So hopefully things are looking better in Australia, but haven't really heard. This week has been so crazy because, you know, my life, that I haven't really had time to like check in on the news. Not that I really do that anyway. So here we go. Welcome, everybody. It's great to see you. We are going to pull from this deck, the Oracle of the Essences. We'll just do like a general reading to end the week. If you listened in, this is why I podcast, you guys. This right here. This is why in the morning, I think I'd rather just get in front of a microphone than a camera. But you got to love yourself the way you are. Am I right? I think that's such a big lesson for everyone of every age, no matter where you're at, no matter what your gender. You need to love yourself the way you are. And what did I see the other day that was so powerful? And now I'm not going to get it right. But the point was, I'm glad you're here, Jenny Mac. The point was, it was basically saying, like, you don't have to be pretty. Like, you don't owe anybody, how did they even say it? It was so good. But it basically was like, you don't owe anybody. Like, you can go to the store. You don't have to be pretty. Like, it is not your permission slip. It was kind of like that. Like, it is not your permission slip to have a right to be in this world. I think that's what it was. So anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out. I gave credit to all the affirmations and Rose and all that good stuff that we hung out with this week. We had a lot of great messages. I really needed like all of them. I mean, make no mistake about it. I do this podcast, you know, for Sadie, for little Sadie, right? That the small Sadie. I do it for her because she needs it. That girl needs it. And this week was definitely a challenging week, but look, here it is Friday. We survived. We made it. Like TGIF, yeah. So let's shuffle these cards. We'll get a couple messages, and then, yeah, we'll just hang out for a bit. So, ooh, that one off the top is kind of... Shout out to Australia, though. And by shout out, I mean let's send them love and just... They're so strong. They're so strong. What a strong country. But yeah, it still doesn't excuse the fact that, like, I feel like more could have been done for them quicker. And I just feel like the governments are testing. They're testing their luck with us. All right. So anyways, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. So this is the second half of the podcast that I go live on Fridays. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It's so bright outside, you guys. Like, I maybe should just close this curtain. There we go. See, I do have skin tone. Now that side's too bright. See, it's just, there's no happy medium about it. Yeah, good morning. But that is the point, though. We got to get over our bodies. And I don't mean disrespect our bodies. I don't mean like treat them bad or put them down. I just mean accept yourself, right? Like, I don't have to be pretty to show up. Well, hey, guess what? I am pretty. Bonus. But I don't have to be pretty. I don't have to look good. My hair doesn't have to look a certain way. We don't need these permissionships in order to exist in the world. We have every effing right to be here, no matter what we look like. We have every effing right to have love in our life, regardless if we're less than perfect, because honey, I definitely am, you know what I mean? And this is what I'm going through right now, like coming out of a really long relationship and then maybe seeing the potential now to maybe start something new someday, right? Like, whoa, it just unsurfaced like all this stuff. Like, are you comfortable in your body? Like, are you comfortable in your body? So this is no surprise to me that this is the card that's coming out today, and it's Ylang with sensuality and intimacy. I told you we were going to be talking about all the F's on Friday. And yeah, for sure, frisky is definitely a good F word. Give me some more good F words. Give me some more good F words for this Friday for us. But here is the card that we're going to talk about today. One of my favorite smells. Have you ever smelled Ylang? Oh my gosh. It's highly perfumed and floral, and really, it is a really sensual oil. I put it on like perfume, but this is all about intimacy too. This is all about, my face looks bleached out. We gotta turn this down. No, that's turning it up. It's just too lit in here. It's way too lit. There we go. Still kind of too lit, but it is amazing. Yeah, okay, so Danny loves Ylang, and I gotta figure out Jenny Mac's name. I'm gonna just do that last part. Jenny Mac says it is my favorite essential oil. Yeah, it's not cheap. And the bottle that I've been using for, like, I swear I probably have had it for 20 years. So I really only use it like, a little bit. But anyways, I don't waste it, which is good, because I think like this is one of those ones that it takes a lot of flowers to make. That's why it's expensive, and it's incredible. So that's the topic. That's the F word we're talking about today. Feeling frisky, feeling fondness in your body, right? Intimacy. What does that really mean? Like, so anyways, I'll just use myself as an example, because I'm here. And like, I never else do I like sacrifice, embarrassing myself. So why would I stop now? But yeah, like coming out of a long relationship, thinking about being intimate and sensual and sexual with a new person really has like brought up like, oh my God, like, are you accepting and comfortable of who you are? Like, are you ready for that? Because, you can get like really comfortable with one person, even if it's not the perfect situation. And like, yeah, it is like completely nerve-wracking, to say the least, to think about starting a new adventure. But anyways, I'm glad that it's here, because I am considering it, because you guys know from my podcasts, like, I'm ready. For sure. Like, I'm definitely a physical person. 2019, like the theme of 2019 was, where the hell's my lover, right? And then I really thought like maybe 2020 I would just take a break from singing that same song and dance. And I really did. I really was like, you know what, universe? I'm just going to be committed to my podcast this year. My podcasts are going to be my lover. And I'm just going to, put all my energy into that. Good morning. But then, yeah, the universe is like, ugh, that silly bitch. Like, she thinks she's going to take a year off from, acknowledging her physical needs. Oh, no, we are going to put offerings in front of her, right? So anyways, to see this card, it's just perfect for this Friday. Absolutely. So we're gonna just get a little message from Ylang, and then if you want to hang out for a little bit, I will pull you a card from this deck. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. And Ylang is all about sensuality and intimacy. And there was a guy named Steven Nachmanovich, that is actually his name, and he said creativity exists more in the searching than in the finding. Danny says, also, there is a process of being your own lover. Yeah, and I should really talk about that too. They say you got to love yourself before anyone else. And then Jenny's saying, oh my God, yes, please. To get a card? Yes, absolutely. But yeah, or are you saying, oh my God, yes, please be your own lover? Because the book I'm rereading now, it's called Making Love to God. I swear to God, that's what it's called. Making Love to God, The Path to Divine Sex, I think. And that's what it is. It's like you have to love yourself. You don't need a lover to feel the love of the universe. And I have proven that to myself again and again. Like, not to be too personal, but I literally had like one of the best orgasms of my life like a week or so ago. And I was like, what? I was like, wow, because if you can love yourself, and that's not, and I'm just focusing on the physical, but I mean love yourself, love your every part of you, love all aspects of you, but I'm just, specifically talking about the physical right now. If you can complete yourself, you don't really need a lover. And then if you do happen to find someone who's kind and you connect with, and it's just beautiful and perfect and nice, bonus, then it's a bonus. But yeah, I was like, holy moly, like, is my Kundalini finally getting a kick in the pants? Like, I think it is. And I also think that, like, it could blossom so much more, maybe even quicker, if I did, of course, have a compatible lover. So we will see. We will see. Jenny Mac's going both. But yeah, that's what we're talking about off the bat. And then I'll pull everyone who hangs out a card. But yeah, this is a oil that instills pleasure. Absolutely. It smells beautiful. It's fragrant. It's perfume. She has charm. She has that feminine essence. She is absolutely gorgeous. So ylang ylang can also be serious if needed, and she has the power to heal the past that has been bottled up. So I would say this is a great oil. One, if you're trying to love yourself. Two, if you do have any type of relationship or sexual trauma, because even if it wasn't like abusive trauma, it is traumatic to have a lover leave your bed. I can't even begin to tell you how damaged I was when my husband left our bed. I mean, it, no pun intended, but it fucked me up. Do you know what I mean? in not a good way. It was like, it just like made me feel less than. It made me feel like, here you think you can trust someone, and they withhold love and they abandon you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it really was like, wow. So I have had some big healing work to do. And I think this is a great essence to wear a little bit to just remind you that you are lovable. You are love. You have this beauty inside of you, whether you share it with another person or not. Okay. And that's what Danny was saying. You gotta be your own lover. You gotta love yourself first. And that's the thing. If you don't love yourself first, what the hell do you have to offer anyone? You really don't have anything of wholesomeness to offer anyone else if you don't love yourself first, And that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I'm aware of all this, and I'm aware of the potential of manifesting another lover sooner than later. And it's like, I don't want to take my old stuff into the new stuff, right? I would really love to feel like I'm pretty much in a good place. I'm pretty healed. I'm feeling good about myself. I love myself. I have my self-worth lined up. Now, will it help me get naked? Right? Will it help me get naked? But here's the other thing I saw the other day that was really cool. I know. Thank you, Danny. I know, but that's honesty. You know what I mean? I think it's good to be like, if you did get hurt, acknowledge it. You don't need to be a tough girl. You don't need to pretend like, oh, that didn't even hurt me. The hell it didn't. You fucking crushed me, You don't have to tell the other person, even. So unless he watches this video, he probably don't even know that. But like, be honest with yourself. Like, yeah, that hurt. That's what we talked about all week with Rose. Like, a broken heart is an open heart. Like, now that I've been like, right, at least it's open. At least, you know, next time I might even have more love to give the next person. You know, like, thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you. Now it's more open than ever. I'm actually going to be able to manifest love like I never did before. Thank you. See, now my a-hole has become my hero. Thank you. Amen, for sure. But okay, so the one thing that I want to tell you real quick is I saw a quote, another Facebook quote. Good job, Facebook. It said, we get damaged or we get hurt in relationships, and then we heal in relationships. It was something to that extent. But it helped change my perspective a little bit, because I was thinking I needed to take 2020 off and be a solo hermit to heal myself. Like, but really getting into a nice type of compatible relationship might be just a thing for me to complete my healing work. Like, I've done so much, but guess what? Like, a sweetheart lover could just be the thing that really helps you out. And I also saw this other video that Osiel the Oracle, my bestie, Osiel the Oracle, one of my best friends, look him up, you guys, you'll love him. He tagged me in somebody's video who was talking like, we have this belief system that like we can't help anybody else until we are healed and whole, but that's not true either. Like, I can actually help you heal before I'm healed. And it was the way this guy said it, it made sense. It was like, don't hold back your healing energy from giving it to others because you think you're not good enough yet to help. Oh, you can help now. And it's like, when you heal, I heal. When I heal, you heal. It's like, let's just hang out a little bit and heal together. So I really am like loving the prospects of some new intimacy in my life. And yes, absolutely, like we all just high-fived, but first I had to find it within myself. First, I had to become my own lover. And that's not just giving myself an amazing orgasm. That's like loving myself. That's trusting myself. That's me feeling safe with me. Because that was the other thing. I realized that like every time I criticize myself, every time I doubt myself, and every time I blame myself, I'm putting myself in a position that I can't trust myself. Like, if I can't trust myself to be nice to me, how can I trust anybody else if I can't even trust myself? So that was a big part of November, November and December. It was journaling and being honest and basically like patching up my own relationship with myself. Like, I am so sorry I did that to you. I didn't realize that I was doing that to you. You know, I didn't realize that like here I was not even creating a safe space for myself. It's like you want to go inside and create this haven. Well, if you're going to be the one that's making yourself feel unsafe, ooh, you better check yourself. And that's what I did. And it was huge for me. It was huge for me to realize that I needed to learn to trust myself, that I was going to be nice to me. From now on, I'm going to be nice to me. Whew, that was big. Amen, for sure. So anyways, Elang wants us to say an affirmation today. She wants us to say, I release the past, and that helps me remember who I truly am. I release the past. I release the past. I release it. I'm going to let that mother trucker go. And that helps me remember who I truly am. That helps me remember who I truly am because I'm not playing that recording, that repeating story. I'm releasing the past. That's not who I am anymore. And when I release the past, then now I can remember who I truly am. So Elang wants us to release and let go of past hurts. So if you've been holding that tight in your heart and you feel that restriction, the other night I was kind of buzzing and I had this thought come in my head and it said, stop contracting to the feelings that don't serve you. Because it's like when we're angry, when we hurt, we contract. And it was telling my body to stop contracting to these feelings and start opening up more, putting our shoulders back, opening up our chest space, being more easy about things. And it has like a direct connection to the feelings that we have going on. So one more thing, it says, allow your emotions to flow naturally. Love your natural self because you are beautiful just the way you are. Awaken your divine feminine and make peace with your body. Awaken your divine feminine and make peace with your body. And I don't know about you, but I'm 42 and there's a lot of parts of my body I got to make peace with. And really that's not any different than when I was 22. You know, there's always parts of you that's like, you have to make peace with it. So I just think it's like, you know, sometimes I think like in 50 years when I'm live streaming in 50 years and I'm like, honey, this has been a crazy week, right? In 50 years when we're hanging out, we're going to look back and be like, we were so stupid for thinking there was anything wrong with our bodies. Like, you know, because it's like, what were we thinking? We were gorgeous. We were freaking gorgeous and we didn't even know it. And I think that's also the perspective from divine. You know, we are light beings. We are souls. We are energy. And it's just a pleasure and a blessing to be in these vehicles, to be in these vessels that we are using for communication for each other. And once we start looking at ourselves more as spirit and less than a physical conglomeration of cells, like start looking at ourselves as spirit, and we'll just start to see this as our vehicle. That's all it is. So Jenny Mack says, I am getting big femininity messages this moon cycle. I know it is time to let go. It's time to make peace and not just be at peace. I mean, I really feel like it's time for us to love ourselves, to honor ourselves, understand where we still need to heal, you know, and understand, you know, ourselves inside and out, but be okay with everything. Be okay with the way you look. Be okay that you have hair here, hair there, a little sag here, right? Like be okay with your body. Be okay with your fluids. Be okay with everything about you, inside and out. Be okay with your mind. Be okay with your emotions. Be okay with you. It's just like time to just ditch the self-judgment. Like we just need to kick it on out of here. It's just so old. It's just so not cool anymore. All right. So Jenny Mack, I would love to pull you a card. Danny, if you're here, I'd love to pull you a card. Kathy, if you stayed, I saw you come in. Anyone who would like a card gets a card. I'm going to take a little drink here. Isn't it funny? Okay, so I'm recording the podcast. I still love you podcast over there. 30 minutes, just like that. So anyways, Jenny, give me a thumbs up. I'll pull you a card. I'll drink my generic throat soother. They did a good job. I mean, it's funny that Walmart, if they see anybody making money, they're like, we're going to make a great value. We're going to make a great value tea now because traditional medicinals was made too much money this year on our shelves. And then they came up with, I should still buy the traditional medicinals. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to pull Jenny a card. And we'll keep the cameras rolling. We'll keep the podcast flowing. Did you guys tune in this week? Was there anything you liked? Was there anything you didn't like? Was there anything that resonated so hard? I'm so impressed with the trees. Our Thursdays. I just love Thursdays now because of the tree oracles. Okay. All right. So we'll do Jenny and then we'll do Danny is Noob. That is such a fun name. Okay, so this is for Jenny Mack, who is getting big femininity messages this moon cycle. Yeah, the Celtic Tree deck. I'm always going to save that one for last because then I can end the podcast and go cry about it, you know. All right, so a card did not take long to hop up in the middle of the deck for you. Ooh, it's Roman chamomile. It's purposefulness. It's consciousness. So let's think about how this ties in to your messages of feminine energy. She is one of the most feminine angels and characters in this deck. Absolutely. She's dressed in like an icy blue. So beautiful. I love that her hands are up, and she's sort of like, she's got one leg in the air. Talk about being your own lover or letting the divine energies make love to you. Right now, she is feeling so good in her body because her hands are open to receiving. And yeah, she's kind of like just letting herself like be kissed. Like, oh, that feels so good. You know, she's letting it in. There's nobody there but her and spirit, her and her higher self, her and all that is. She's basically having the universe be a lover to her in this really cool card. It's in front of these pillars that looks like Rome. Jenny Mack says, oh my God, she's stylized similar to my favorite video game character. And Danny is Noob says, she looks like she's willing to receive. Yeah, she is absolutely in receiving mode, allowing mode, let it in mode, love it mode, milk it mode. And it's consciousness. That's what we are. We identify so hard with our physical bodies. And I love these two cards together. We identify so hard with our physical bodies that we forget that we are energy. We forget that we are consciousness. And when we allow more of our true self, our true consciousness to flow in with us, we feel so good. But this message I love for you, Jenny, because it has a message of purposefulness. And so to me, that's saying, okay, so why are you receiving so many messages this moon cycle with the feminine energy, with that topic of femininity? Of course there is a personal message for you in that. But don't forget, your true purpose is to have your experience and then share it. So make sure that when you are receiving messages, you are doing your part of the agreement, which is sharing it. I mean, you guys, there's been like so many times I'm like, honey, you could have your own spiritual journey without sharing it with the world, but you came here in order to share yourself. So there's no hermiting for any of us. So make sure, hi, welcome back. So make sure that you are sharing it and seeing how it works into your true purpose. So let's look up Roman chamomile. Another amazing, beautiful scent, kind of similar to ylang ylang. You know, it's like if you couldn't afford ylang ylang, maybe get yourself a little chamomile. I have not had chamomile for so long in essential oil form. It's so sweet. It smells sweet. It's so beautiful. I think I would like some. I think I'm just going to wish list that. So Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Yeah, so she is not worried about what anyone else is wearing to the party that day. She has her eyes closed. So that's a message in itself. It's saying make sure you're not comparing, make sure you're not judging or letting other people give you a sense of who you are or your self-worth. I mean, she has her eyes closed. It doesn't matter who's around. It doesn't matter what's going on. She is not basing any of her worth on anything outside of her. This is an internal journey. This is an inner experience. This is her truth. This is absolutely her truth. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's see what else. Chamomile Roman chamomile gets straight to the point. It really does. It gets straight to the point. It's related to the solar plexus chakra. So that's why we have so much yellow going on there. I gotta close some of these curtains. This is crazy. I'm like, I have no, it looks like don't have real skin. You guys, I have pores. I really do. Definitely. Yeah, so let's see what else I can definitely say for Jenny with this card. This might be a message for you to take a different route. Like sometimes this card says you might want to see what else is going on. You might want to change courses. It might be time for you to reconnect or find a new purpose or discover like what really floats your boat, what's really going on there, and connect with your inner guidance. Follow your inner compass, you know. So anyways, if you need your energy to be relaxed in order to be receptive, like she is, this is a great message for you to allow divine help and angelic love. So if it seems challenging to you this week, Jenny, if you're trying to swim upstream, just allow yourself to be more guided. Allow yourself to be shown the lighted path that's best for you. You can let down your guard. And that's what she's doing. She is letting down her guard, and she is letting in the healing love of the universe. So yeah, follow your inner compass. And your affirmation today, Jenny, is I am aligned with my higher purpose. I hear my inner voice and I heed the call. I am aligned with my higher purpose. I hear my inner voice and I heed the call. So make intentions today to be aligned with your higher purpose, to listen, to quiet, to hear your inner voice. And once you download that guidance, you heed the call. You make the inspired actions. You make the inspired decisions because you are now being guided by the ultimate guide, you, your higher self, the ultimate. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, oh my God, the trees. Yeah, oh my God, the trees for sure. So what a sweet card. I hope you enjoyed that so much. All right, so now we will do Noob, you in here? You are so welcome, Jenny. Thank you so much. This is fun. I'm glad that you guys were here, and I'm glad that only you guys are here too, because this is good, right? Like I think like just pulling a couple people cards. I'm glad this is a private party today. Yep, Danny the Noob says, hello, I'm here. Absolutely. Ooh, so any big plans for this weekend? Except on top of all that, on top of listening to your inner guidance. Yeah, it's I think it's going to be a good weekend to go within. Yeah, connect with that moon energy, connect with that femininity, connect with Ylang. Ylang is saying, yeah, get intimate with yourself, with your own thoughts, with the way that you're feeling, with the way your body feels. You don't have to be sexual, but like be sensual. You know, put on some lotion, take a bath. Just start to feel how things feel. Having some connections issues, but still here. All right, well, you can always, if you don't hear your message, it'll be on the podcast, it'll be on the replay. I'll also put this up on my YouTube if I can figure that out again. All right, so this is for Danny is Noob. Having some connection issues. Hopefully that's just with the internet and not with your life and not with your inner guidance. Yours too is bouncing out. I love it when that happens. Okay, being interesting. I might have to look at the top and bottom for you too, just for clarification on this. But you got Maleluka, aka tea tree. And this is a little message of protection. This is a message of possible adversity, but it is definitely a message to get them snakes and bitches out of your circle, right? Anyone who would like stab you in the back, anyone who might be a poisonous spider, anyone who might not have your best intentions in mind. You can get a vibe for this. You know when someone's being straight with you, and you know when someone has ill intentions, okay? Usually it's written all over their face, or it's just a weird feeling you have. But Maleluka is coming in and saying, oh yeah, and you love you some tea tree oil. It's saying, just purify your circle. You know, maybe it's not a big deal, but here's the message. The more, see how there's these circles around him? The more you purify your aura, your energy, you don't really actually have to be on the lookout for any bad guys. Your energy won't let them in. So if you have anyone in your life right now that's less than desirable, think about how that directly relates to where you're at energetically. Like, do you have some cleaning up to do? Could you purify your aura? Could you align your chakras? Could you release yet another limiting belief system? Do you have some forgiveness work to do? How can you purify yourself of any poisons that might be in your field? Because that's why I did A Course in Miracles for 365 days. I was a bitch. And I was judgmental, and I knew that I needed to stop it. Like, it was fun and I was really good at it, but like I needed to stop it because it was attracting things to me that I wasn't enjoying. And then I got to the point where I wasn't enjoying myself always being like that. So yeah, I did my forgiveness practice. I'm still doing my forgiveness practice. But yeah, this is a big message to clear your circle and make sure that everyone that you allow in your space is a friend. Okay, so I just want to look real quick on the top and bottom for you though. Because I feel like there's just a sec. That was a good message. But for whatever reason, Danny's getting 3 cards. Jenny, don't be jealous. But it also comes in with lavender, which goes really good with tea tree. Ooh, and this word that I have trouble saying, but it's one of the best oils, helichrysum. It's everlasting, right? So you've got these amazing oils coming in. So Danny is saying, I also think it's telling me to detox myself. Yeah, detox your body, detox your energy. So after you detox, what happens? You have to let it go. Lavender has a message of release, right? So it's like, okay, detox, but then make sure you're flushing out physically, make sure you're releasing emotionally, make sure you're letting stuff go. If you have judgments and resentments, that's the worst thing you can put in your body. So you gotta let them go. So lavender does have an, look at her hands are up like this. She does have an amazing, amazing energy encouraging you to express yourself, to release yourself, to not hold back anymore. But before you can really shine your light on the world, before you can be sunshine, you have to let the shit go. And even if it's just a little bit of resentment that you're holding on from a long time ago, that one person, that's enough poison to dim your light. And that's enough poison to cloud your intuition and your hearing. And that's what helichrysum has. This is all about subtle energies. Like, your divine guides, your higher self want to talk to you, want to communicate with you, they want to guide you. But if you're in your head, you can't hear them. If you are feeling like you have to judge and protect and remember what that bugger did to you, you can't hear them. So your motivation for detoxing your body and mind and your energetic circle is because there is magic on its way to you, but you have to be a clear channel. You have to be receptive, and you have to, everybody. This is for everybody. You have to clean out your body now. Like, say you're just like me and want to like really have like divine passion and sensuality and intimacy in your life. You're going to be able to feel it best if your body is healthy and strong and clean and clear. You're going to be able to enjoy it the most if your mind is loving and compassionate and forgiving and clear. You know, so much more energy can flow within us if we clean up, clean out, and clear the way. So yeah, that is really cool. I want to get the affirmation from Helichrysum. I don't even know if that's how you say that. I always called it everlasting, but I love how she has an owl coming in. She's in the dark forest. And something did happen to her, because her affirmation says, I surrender to the pain. I believe I have learned the lessons it has presented to me. And I didn't remember that was her affirmation. So yeah, like if there was something that happened to you in the past, it is time now to heal it, clean it, clear it, and release it. Because that's just going to be the best thing you can do for your health. Oh yeah, we can drink the detox tea. We can drink the great value detox tea at Walmart. But like the best thing you can do for your body is to release any type of resentment. That's what I'm hearing anyways. And that's a good message for all of us. Now, Lavender wants you to say out loud, I am at peace with my world and myself. I am at peace with world and myself. And Danny is Noob says, wow, I really connect to everlasting. I know. It smells like nothing else. We have some really good smells coming in today. Everlasting, ylang ylang, chamomile. That's a perfume in itself with a little lavender. I don't know how we work in the tea tree. That is a great message for all, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, let go. Be at peace. Be at peace with what is. Be at peace with what has happened in the past, and let it go. And before you can do all that, though, Tea Tree is saying, and if there is anyone in your circle now, and hello, it could be you. You could be the one that's being, like I said, like I told you, I was being mean to myself. I was putting myself down. I was the one I couldn't trust. I couldn't trust myself to be nice to myself. So just check yourself and make sure it's not you who is the one who's the poisonous snake in your life. But yeah, if there is anybody or anything or within us, let's affirm now, I release things that no longer serve me. I release them easily and effortlessly. So I'm going to upload this segment to the podcast real quick, because I don't think, they don't let you go longer than 60 minutes. Why does live streaming fly us by so fast? Why does it do that? I'll just call that segment Instagram. But yeah, if there's anything that in your past, we got to let it go. And now that we're into 2020 and the energies are really picking up, and it's like you can't really tolerate any bullshit now. If there's anything within you that is not supposed to be there, it's got to go. If there's anyone in your life that is this poison that just strangles your inner child, they got to go. You know, it's like, it's just really time for you to clean up everything for yourself. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome for the cards. Have a great day. Blessings to you too. I'm going to pull one for Kathy if she's still here. And then we're all going to get going on our days. Absolutely. So Kathy, are you still here? Woo, if not, that was awesome. That was so good. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, Kath, I don't even know why I doubted you, girl. I was talking about you the other night at the funeral home, because there was the lady that was the doorman. You know, the lady that was the doorman. It was from Brookville, and I was just like, do you know Kathy Kesterhold? I was like, because I love her. And her name, I want to say Carol Emery. Definitely Emery was her last name. She was adorable, and she may have been with you at a yoga class or something. So yeah, I found myself in several really good conversations at the funeral home. You know, you can always talk about health and life and, celery juice. to everyone. All right, so let me get, you know her. Yeah, isn't she cute? You guys are both adorable. Like, I think you ladies are adorable. So let's pull you a card, shall we? Yep, yoga class. And she's still doing yoga, but at home. With Adrienne on YouTube. Like, you give me 10 minutes with anybody in a room, I'm going to know, like, things about them that other people probably don't. I pull it out. All right, so here we go. We're going to pull a card for Kathy, get a message for my favorite Kathy Kesterholt in the whole wide world. And really, thank you so much. Did you enjoy this week with the podcast, with the Rose, hanging out with Rose? I'm impressed. I was already impressed with Rose, but I needed her this week so much. And it's just so amazing how, like, plant allies show up at the right time. And the energies that we need arrive at the right time. And Rose was so special to have this week for me. Because, yeah, saying goodbye to my mother-in-law, my children's grandmother. Who else would I have wanted by my side other than Rose? So it was really just, I feel so honored. Like, I could tear up thinking about how did we do Rose this week? How was it possible that Rose was the herb this week? And it's like, I just feel like the universe is like, honey, like, the planets spin in perfect proximity to each other. The sun comes up every day. That is the magic of the universe. Like, of course we can bring you the perfect plant for the perfect time. That's small stuff. Of course we can do that for you anytime. So this is for Kathy. This is for my Kathy. Wow. You're mine now, girl. This is for my sweet Kathy Kesterholt. Thank you so much. Really, I cherish you. All right, so your cards are going to be top and bottom. And, woo, girl, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this? I'm going to not look at the bottom one yet. Because what are you doing this weekend? Because you got lime. You got entertainment and delight, and this guy that does not have his shirt on. I just want to point that out to you, Kathy, in case you don't have eyes to see. I feel like this is a message for you. Did you get this card before? To let loose, to allow yourself to be entertained. You know, just to sit back and let the world amuse you. Let people be entertaining. Let the music sound really good. Let the food taste amazing. Get yourself, I'd say get some limes and, you know, squeeze them into your water or tequila, whatever. Whatever it is you need, girl. I got a bottle of tequila waiting for you. I think that's the lyrics of one of those songs by, oh, what the heck's her name? My kids listen to her. She's that big, voluptuous black lady. Who is her? Who is her? Anyways, she sings inappropriate songs, but my daughters still love her. And I love her too, because I feel like her songs do say you need to love yourself, you need to enjoy yourself, you need to stand up for yourself, you need to love life. Lizzo, that's who it is. It's Lizzo. So Kathy says, taking care of my very sick dog, the pit bull. The pit bull is sick. And yeah, you do need to have some fun. Although it's really hard to have fun when you're taking care of a loved one or, you know, your pet. Yeah, it's hard to be like, all right, let's dance around. What's going on? Tell me. This is a message, though, to definitely try to get out of that frequency a little bit, you know, because you don't want it to bring you down. You don't want to lower your immune system. Bone marrow suppression. What? That does not sound fun at all. That does not sound fun. Yeah, so what an interesting card, like, to come in for you. One, we are living in snow. We're going to get more snow. So it's like weird to see this beachy, Jamaican, lighthearted man. We having fun this weekend, man. We gonna feel good this weekend. Like, it's weird to get this card when you're like, well, this isn't my reality. This isn't my world right now. I do not feel delight. I am not entertained by this, right? So it's just saying, I think the universe is saying, like, yeah, we know. But you got to do your part to allow some good feeling things in. So if you can laugh a little bit, if you can feel good, just even, like I said, squeezing those limes, and it's such a beautiful smell. That's a beautiful essential oil. Just allowing yourself to be uplifted on the physicality alone, that will be a step into feeling better. Oh, now this is so weird because the card for you at the bottom, next time Jenny Mac is going to have to get more than one card. Now I wish I would have looked at the top and bottom for her. You have a dark card on the bottom, Kathy. It is juniper berry, but what it's showing you, there's this little Kathy Kesterholt Jr. in front of like a dark mirror, a black mirror. And what it's saying is, it's like the things in our life, like the trees told us this week, it is a reflection. It is a reflection of, energetic set points. It is always mirroring back something to you. So I guess there is a message with your dog. Not that I'm going to try to figure it out for you, but it's saying there is a message here for you, Kathy. What is this dog trying to teach you right now? What is this dog trying to show you? What can you learn from this experience? Even though it's not fun. Even though it's not fun at all. What is now being brought to your awareness because of your pet? So our pets have so much to teach us. If we're avoiding something, sometimes they are the ones to show us the way. They are incredible teachers. My dogs have taught me so much patience and unconditional love. It's unreal. Unreal. So yeah, it's like this weekend, take time to learn from your animal. Take time to learn from your fur child, understand what it's mirroring back to you, understanding the lesson. But then once you get that, start to feel a lightness, start to delight in the magic of the universe, start to delight in the fact that, like, sometimes we manifest things that aren't so good, but delight in the fact that we are powerful creators and we are able to manifest, and we can manifest differently. Hey, guess what? Apparently there's a time limit on Instagram because it's going to kick me off in a minute and 45 seconds. But before I go, I want to read you the Lyme affirmation, which says, for Kathy and all of us to say out loud, gosh, there's a lot of L's. Today is going to be a really, really good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. You guys, we only have a minute left before Instagram kicks our little asses out of here. It's been so fun hanging out with you. We're going to end with Juniper Berry, who says, Kathy, listen up. And Bruja, welcome. Catch me next Friday. I am in the process of becoming a better version of myself. I am in the process of becoming a better version of myself. So all these things that we are learning this week together, thank you so much. All of the lessons from the trees and from the plants and the rose, and all the light that has been shined into our dark places that show us where we still have work to do, like me becoming a volcano this week, that showed me where I still have work to do, but I can still get on top of that mother trucking volcano and say, I am becoming a better person, and you can too. So you guys, I love you so much. I'm looking forward to you next week, and thanks again. I'm ending before they kick me out. I love you guys so much.
Bye. I'm getting out of here. Nobody's booting me.